the right way to study English. Do you want to improve your level of English, but you don't know how to do so or where to start from? Don't worry. In this lesson, I am going to teach you how to improve your English knowledge properly, effectively, and efficiently. So today, I just want to talk a little bit about the right way to study English, the right method for studying English. Because just studying hard isn't enough. You can study hard the wrong way. And if you study hard the wrong way and you don't get the result you want, the only thing that you can say is, I wasted my time. Or maybe it was interesting. Maybe you feel happy about that time. So maybe it's not completely wasted, but maybe you're not better because the way you studied was wrong. So I want to talk about the right way to study, and I want to start with vocabulary and idioms or expressions. So an idiom is a short phrase that never changes, an expression, something that people usually say, and vocabulary means words that you learn. There's a right way and a wrong way. The wrong way to learn a word or phrase or an expression is to learn it through your own language. So, for example, if you are a Chinese English learner and you learn a word, let's say the word bonanza. Banana bonanza. You say, I'm not going to teach the word bonanza today. It's not the point. So you want to learn the word bonanza. The first thing you do is open your Chinese English dictionary and you look up the word bonanza. And you just completely ignore the English meaning, everything, and you just look up the Chinese meaning of this word. Now you say to yourself, you know it, so you repeat the word in your head, bonanza, 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 bonanza. But now every time you want to use it in the future, there are some big problems. Problem number 1, you don't know when to use it. You know the meaning of this word in Chinese, but you don't know when to use it. Because not every word that has the right meaning fits in every situation. Right? Sometimes this word means the right thing in this situation, but people don't say it in that situation. So that's the first problem. The second problem is every time you want to use that word, you first need to think in your language, for example, Chinese, and then speak English. And that is wrong because you're working way too hard. You cannot be a fluent English speaker if you're thinking in your own language. That is the meaning of developing or building an English brain. Okay, so here's what you can do. Take your Chinese English dictionary or your Korean English dictionary or whatever it is and throw it into the sea. Light it on fire and then throw it into the sea and watch it float away into the horizon and forget about it. Now, you need to start learning words and phrases and idioms only in English. If you look up a word, read the English meaning. If you want to learn a word, learn the situation that the word fits in. Pay attention to how and when that word or phrase is used. That way, when you want to use it, you know when to use it. You know it's the right situation. You know it's the right time. It doesn't sound weird when you use it because you heard it in this kind of situation before. And also, if you learn the meaning only in English, you're thinking, you begin to think in English, and when you think in English, you can speak quickly and naturally, much, much faster. Okay? So, learn words only in English. It's more difficult, but actually the difficulty, the struggle, the fight to understand the situation and the meaning of this word or phrase is what makes you remember it, is what makes it easier to use in the future. So this fight, this struggle is a good thing. If you just, I got a Chinese meaning, I got it, it's there. No, it's not there. It's not there. It's not there until you know the situation, the context, the social connotations. That means how that word feels in different situations, which is very complicated. So until you know all of those things, you don't understand that word, you don't understand that phrase. Okay? So from now on, only English. Got it? Throw your dictionary into the sea after you light it on fire. All right. Now, I would recommend dictionary.com as a good way to look up words. There are other dictionaries which are good. They can give you examples. A great way to learn new words is to simply read. Pick up a book, an English book, read when you find new words. Look up that word, try to figure out what it means from the context or the situation that it's in. And in the future, when you need to use it, you'll be able to get it. You'll be able to think in English. You'll be able to understand when to use it correctly. Okay. The next thing is just a general idea. Everybody knows that if you go to another country and learn that language, you'll be better because you'll be around that all the time. You'll be surrounded by that language, and so you have to use it a lot. And so, in your studies of English, think of yourself as being in another country. Try to surround yourself with English. Read news in English. Browse the internet in English. As I said, look up words in English. Watch movies in only English without subtitles in your language. Surround yourself with English. And more, imagine you're like a baby. When a baby learns their language for the first time, when a baby first learns a language, they don't learn it from another language. They don't speak baby and then they learn words using baby and they have baby dictionary and translate from baby to their language. No. When they learn a language, they learn it for the first time totally naturally by listening to other people, by figuring out what this is, and then learning what it's called. And so you should think of yourself in the same way. Think simply. Don't question, well, why is it this way? Why is it this way? Why is it this way? It should be this way. It should be this way. It should be this way because this rule and this rule and this rule. Rules are good, but it's a language, and so rules don't always work. Sometimes rules are broken in language. They're often broken in language because language came first, and then rules came to explain the language, kind of. So instead of trying to say it should be, it should be, it should be, it must be, it must be, it must be, it must be, try to relax a little bit. Try to get a feeling for the language. Try to absorb it like a baby absorbs language. Surround yourself with it like you're living in another country, and you will find that you begin to speak more naturally, that you begin to think in English, that you begin to feel comfortable in an English environment. And I promise you, anyone who is a great English speaker thinks in English. They don't think in their language and then translate. If you do that, you cannot be a good English speaker. An example of how you can surround yourself with English: watch videos. Ask questions in the group. Answer questions in the group. Read the news. It's a good way to casually, in a relaxed way, learn. So, good luck. And I hope that you all become fluent ASAP. As soon as possible. The end. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more helpful content. Share your thoughts in the comments.